Hello and welcome to this video. Today we will be discussing your movie poster project in Microsoft Word. Before you begin your movie poster project, please do the movie poster planning page that you have received on paper. Fill out your name, the movie that you would like to create a poster for, and then underneath of that, fill out 3 reasons why you like this movie and 2 reasons why someone should watch this movie. Please make sure you fill this out beforehand, as it will really help you when you go to make your poster in Microsoft Word. On the next page, which is the back of your paper, there's a checklist for your movie poster. This checklist can help you to know what needs to be on the document and what I will be grading you over. Please make sure that you look at each item carefully, and also know that this video, covers everything on this list. The first thing we need to do is open a Microsoft Word document. Click the Start button, and then instead of going through all of the menus in the All Programs area, you can either click Microsoft Word up here if it's pinned to your bar, if it's pinned to your Start menu, or type in Word in the search bar and Microsoft Word will come up. Click on it to open a new document. Please remember that you can watch this video as many times as you want, and at any point through your project you can watch it again. Let's take a look at the different menus that you'll be using for this project. Click each button or word, as you can see, to go to that menu. The File menu will help you to save or save as with your project. Save as is when you save something for the first time, and then each time after that you just click Save to update your document on your progress. You can also print your document from this menu. The Home menu allows you to do all of your formatting as well as your text styles like headings and titles. The Insert menu allows you to insert tables, page breaks, clip art, shapes, hyperlinks, and even word art. The Page Layout menu allows you to change the theme, the margins, the orientation, and even add page borders. We will not work with the References or Mailings menus. The Review menu allows you to check your spelling and your grammar and use other digital reference tools. The View menu allows you to see your document in different views, like full screen reading, online, web, outline, and draft. Just keep it on the print layout for a normal look. Let's go back to the Home menu and get started on our poster project. The first thing you need to do is type in the movie title. The movie title that I am going to use is also a book, Where the Red Fern Grows. It's one of my favorite books and movies. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out or read the book. Now, my checklist says that I need to write down the title of the movie, and it also says that I need to create it in a title format. So what I'm going to do is click and drag to select my text, and then go up to the Styles menu and make sure it's in title format. It also looks good when you center your title on the page, so I'm going to click Center. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit to see my whole page. Once I've zoomed out, I can also zoom back in by pressing the plus button at the bottom. It's nice to be able to zoom in and out like that because it lets you see your document as it looks as a whole. It's a good thing to check out once or twice while you're writing. Now that I've finished my title, I have to press Enter to go to the next line. Enter is on your keyboard. I want to press the center button because I want my next text to be in the center as well. it's now time to create your byline. What you've created. Remember, you didn't create the movie, so you don't just want to put by and then your name. You want to say movie poster by, and then I'm going to put my name. Now, I'm going to show you why it's nice to zoom out a little bit. I wrote the title and my byline. Now I'm going to press enter a few times, because when you create a title page, it's always nice to put the title in the center of the page horizontally as well as vertically. Now, let's zoom back in to see our whole document. It looks funny from this view, but overall it will look much nicer. Now, we need to create a second page for our movie poster. To do this, we're going to insert something. We're going to insert something called a page break. This allows us to go from wherever we are in the document, which is right after my name, to a new blank page. And we want to do that so that we can add a whole new page. These will be the 2 pages for your project. You will not create a third page. We're going to print them front to back so that later on, when you create your movie poster, it will have something on the front with the title and all of the content on the back. Now, when you go from a centered text on one page and page break, it will also center your text on the next page. So you just have to click Align Left to go back to normal. Now, we're going to go down through the list item by item. I'm looking at the checklist for the movie poster as I speak, so make sure that you're looking at it too so that you can see how to do the different things on the list. The third thing on the list says, heading was created, why I like this movie. So let's type this. And it says heading 1 under styles. So I'm going to click heading 1 and it automatically changes for me. Now underneath of that it says numbered list with at least 3 items was created for why I like this movie. Here's a numbered list. And I'm just going to create some basic why I like this movie. They're not going to be anything amazing. There are my 3. I expect yours to be much, much better. Now the next item on the list says, heading was created, why you should watch this. And it also says to create it with a heading 1. So just click heading 1. Now each time I'm done with this title or heading, I press enter on my keyboard and it will take me back to a normal style after I press that. Now it says that I have to create another numbered list, why you should watch this. Obviously these aren't the greatest items, but there's something for you to see how to create that. Now always remember that when you have a bulleted or numbered list, that to get to the next number you just have to press enter on your keyboard. If you don't want that number, you just have to press enter again to go to the next line. Now, the next thing on my list says that I need to find an image for the movie online and insert it into my poster. You can do this several ways. I'm going to put this on my title page. I want you to do the same. So let's go onto the internet and let's search for Where the Red Fern Grows. I googled the title and then I'm going to click images because that will give me an image search. Now if I look through, some of these are books, but this one actually says an all new movie. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to right click. That's the opposite side of the mouse that we normally use. So right click, and I'm going to save image as. I like to save things to my desktop when I'm working, but I would like you to save it to your student drive folder. I'm going to name the image Red Fern and click Save. Now if I look, Red Fern is now on my desktop. Something else that I can do is right click and copy image. This doesn't always work, which is why I showed you the other way. When I copy the image, I want to make sure that my picture is centered first. Right click again on the poster and click Paste. Notice how the poster looks now. Much better. I'm actually going to move up my text a little bit so that everything is centered on the page now. The text and the picture. Now, if I hadn't inserted it with paste, I could also go to Insert, Picture, because it's a picture on your computer, and then go to Desktop, because that's where I saved it. Scroll down and find my image, click it, and click Insert. It takes a second, but then it pops up. And it looks just like the other one did. Sometimes you can't copy and paste, so it's important to know how to insert a picture into a document. Now notice, when my cursor is blinking for text, there's nothing special up here. But once I click the picture, this pink Picture Tools pops up. And you can do a lot of different things with this. You can add different frames or borders, anything to just make it look nice. I really like this one because it's simple and makes my poster pop a little bit. This one's alright. I kind of like that. I'll choose that one too. So there is my movie picture. That is on your list. Now, we also need to include a link for the trailer. So let's make the document normal size. Again, that's 100%. Remember, we clicked down here. Let's create a new heading. So we'll click that and create a heading that says Movie, Trailer, and Reviews. We'll press Enter on the keyboard. And let's create a bulleted list for this. Click it. Movie, Trailer, Link. Movie, Review, Link. We are going to create links from these. We actually have to find the links first. To find the links for the movie review and the movie trailer, we just have to go to Google. Now, on here I want to search for where the red fern grows and then the word trailer. And notice the thing that popped up first, Where the Red Fern Grows 2003 trailer. You may also want to search for videos on this. If you search for videos, notice how many trailers pop up. I'm going to choose the first one because it looks official. Make sure you watch whichever trailer you pick. We don't have time for that today. I've already looked at this trailer and I know it's a good one. So I'm going to go up to the top here, select the text. Remember, you can also select text just by clicking. Then we're going to right click. That's the one we don't normally use. Right click, copy. We've copied this link. Now let's go back to our Word document. We're going to click and drag to select. Next thing we're going to do is actually go to the Insert menu because we're putting in a hyperlink. We're inserting it into our document. So click on Hyperlink up here at the top. You've already selected your text. Click. And now all you have to do is right-click and paste the link that you just copied. And then click OK. And now we can hold down Control and click that, and it will automatically take us to the movie trailer. The next thing we're going to do is find a movie review. Now, I don't know where you like to go, but I like to go to Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes has reliable reviews for movies. And now I have to decide which of these red fern grows that I want, and since I found the trailer for the newer one, I'm going to click that. You don't have to use Rotten Tomatoes. And this has all kinds of movie information and then reviews from critics underneath. I'm going to select, copy the website link again. And then we're going to repeat the process all over again on our document. Select the text, click Hyperlink, and then paste the address. The next thing on your list is to add a page border. Now this is where it gets really fun. Go to the page layout menu across the top. I love adding page borders because they make your pages really pop. All you have to do is click the page border button. So page layout, page border. And when you go to page border, you can choose many different types of borders. You can choose an art border that has pictures or black and white designs. Now keep in mind, you want to try and pick something that goes along with your movie's theme. For example, if you have a Greek movie, these Greek type designs would be best. If you have an islandy movie, maybe pick the palm trees. A musical would be great with the music notes. If you have an action adventure, maybe the radioactive signs would be best, or the dynamite sticks. Now, mine is about a dog, and there is not really anything on this list that would go well with a dog, so I'm going to go with a plain black and white border. I like this thick style design, this solid line, but you can also pick many different dashes, dots, or line designs on the menu. I also like this kind of design with the dashes. I'm going to choose that. You can pick it in any color that you like. I think since it's where the red fern grows, I'm going to pick a red dashed line. You can also choose the thickness of the line with the width. You can choose a thicker line or a thinner line. I'm just going to leave it at 3. When you're all done with this menu, you can click OK. And notice it's put a page border around both pages. The next thing on our list says to change the page margins to narrow all the way around. Now if we are in our page layout menu, we can just go to margins. Click right where the little arrow is, and now if you notice, narrow is already one of the settings. We just have to click it, and then that item is done. After that, it says on our list to create a page break between the title page and the information page. We did that at the beginning, so if you need to know how to do that, please go back to the beginning and re-watch. Just to remind you, that was on the Insert menu under Page Break. Wherever your cursor is where the page break will be created. So if I create a page break right here, it will put a page break between that word and the next. Let's click Undo to take that back to normal. Now, after the page break, we also have to create page numbers on the footer of the page. Now, you're probably wondering, what's a footer? Now, think about, there's a header and a footer. Just like you have a head and you have feet, a foot. The header is at the top of the page and the footer is at the bottom. just double click at the top to get to the header. To edit the style of the footer, you're just going to click down at the bottom and you're going to click page number. The page number goes at the bottom of the page because that's where we want the footer, the feet, the bottom. And you can pick any page number style you like. I like this one. I'm going to click that. And notice now it says footer and it has page 1, and then the next one says page 2. The header still doesn't have anything in it, but notice the next thing on our list says to insert your name on the header of each page. So I'm going to insert my name right here. And if I go to the next page, my name is also there as well. You can style this however you like under the home menu. You can make it a little larger, center it on the page, or even, I like it on this side because that's different from the text that's on the opposite side. You can change the font, make it a subtitle even. The subtitle is just the style. When you're all done with the header and footer, you can actually click on the header and footer menu up at the top here, and then click Close Header and Footer. Now, look at all of the changes that you've made. Now the last thing we need to do is check the spelling. Now to check the spelling, you just go up to this ABC check button. If you don't have this button here, you might have to click the little drop-down menu and then click on where it says Spelling and Grammar. Before you actually click the spell check button, make sure that your cursor is at the very top of your document before the very first word. That will make sure that it checks the entire document from the beginning. So I'm going to click here to make sure my cursor is there, and then click spell check. Now, spelling check might come back like this. That means that you have spelled all of your words right. And I did. So let's click OK. Let's spell a word wrong on purpose. Notice that there's this little red line underneath of it. A little red line means that you've spelled something wrong. A little green line, if you would see that, means that there is something wrong with the grammar of that sentence, phrase, or whatever. So let's start from the beginning of the spell check and click it again. Now notice it caught my TE spelling mistake. It gave me some suggestions. Whichever suggestion I want, I click and then click change. After that, it will suggest the next spelling thing that you need to check, fix, or change. After you're all done again, it will say this, and you click OK. Your document has then been spell checked. Let's talk about saving for a minute. At the beginning of your document, you'll want to save it because saving something is important. That way, in case something happens or you have to leave suddenly, you've got your progress saved and you can just click save quickly and you're done. Now, the first time we save it, we're going to go to File, Save As, and we're going to go to the Student Shared Drive. It might be any of these student shared drives. Right now I'm at Miller Avenue, so I'm going to click for there. And you'll find your folder. Sometimes it's under computer class, depending on your building, and sometimes it's under students. Find your grade level, and then go ahead and just save your document under whatever folder that you're supposed to. Let's pretend I'm in 6th grade and I'm Ava. Just save your document under Movie Poster Project. Movie Poster Project, and then click Save. I'm going to click Cancel because I don't want to save something in Ava's folder. Sorry, Ava. Each time you finish your project for that class period, make sure you click Save at the end. That will help you to save your progress. A few final things I'd like to show you are 1. Changing the theme. and 2, printing out your final document. The first thing I want to show you is changing the theme. To change the theme, you just go to the Page Layout menu and go over to Themes. Different themes have different fonts and theme colors as well as different styles. So this is the basic Office theme that you can see here on my page. I don't care which one you use, so find one you like and click it. That will change all of the fonts and colors on your page, making it look professional and beautiful. Finally, when you're ready to print, that means you've finished your whole project, you've saved it, and you're ready to be done. You've also looked through that final checklist that I've given you. When you're all done with everything, click File, go down to Print, and under the options here, the settings, find where it says Print on both sides. Typically, this is the option selected, print one-sided, but we want to click Print on both sides. If you want a copy for yourself, make sure you click to make 2 copies so that you have one for you and one to turn in to me. And then finally, when you've finished with all of these, click Print. Once you've clicked Print, you will go back to the Home menu and see that again, and you'll know that your document has been successfully printed. Please then ask for permission to go to the printer, and you may go get your document and turn it in to me. Here's the checklist. I want you to make sure you use it. Go through each thing and make sure you have it. Please re-watch this video again and again as you need help. You may fast forward to certain points in the video to help you remember, and you may watch the whole video. It doesn't matter to me. I am also here if you need help. Remember, the video is linked on my blog site right here. It will be under the 6th grade. Thank you for watching this video. Try your best, and remember, I'm here if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. I can't wait to see your projects. Have a great day, everyone.